the old Minuteman struck again. He went in and got ahead of us on the video, and as you can see, the front end's already installed. Let's see if we can do some catch up here on what happened. Can you kind of go over some of the things you had to do? I see you.
Yeah, you got the. We took all of these tubes that actually where your bolts go through the frame. We took them out of the old Mercury Marquis frame and cleaned them up. You can buy these. They sell them. I don't know. I ain't priced them. They probably $75, $80 for them.
What, them tubes?
The tubes in the boats. A lot of people don't want to go to all that trouble pulling all this out, but the way one we took it out of was wrecked up. We just cut the frame loose and we just cleaned them up. But yeah, we put these in and first got your dowel pins and all lined up on your measurements to get your front end squared up and all, and to get your center. Well, me and my son made centers. We scribed the frame right in here, and we set it up before the wheels is going to be right in the center on our scribe marks. Then we mounted it, which we ain't got everything bolted down. We got it pulled up and in place. We still like our sway bar here on the front. We got to put it into place and bolt it up. Got to drill some holes for it and mount it in place. But pretty much, we like the plates on the back here, lower control arms.
Now talk to me about that again. Now that what was that was the
these plates right here. We'll have a little more video on these. It's going to have to be took off, and this part here had to be cut loose and rotated so many degrees to get it to where if you need to adjust this thing, you can move it back and forth here horizontal. And instead of the way it come out from under the Crown Vics and the
Grand Marquis,
they're gonna be on sort of a angle. It's gonna be about a 40, not hardly a 45. But the way it is on these F100s, you cannot set it up like that because you got your front cab mounts, and you also you'll have to do away with so much out of your frame. You'd have to do a lot of bracing up, and probably gonna make it a lot weaker. So I didn't want to do that. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it the same way all the others is changing them out. And which on these later model 76s. Once you get past that 73 up, it changes on part of it because you got a lot of frame metal here you have to cut out because you ain't got no flat surface to weld it to there. So, but anyway, I don't think that's gonna hurt us there. But anyway, that's where we at right now. We fixing to drill some holes up here on the sway bar. And get it mounted, and then we're gonna fix our plates for the back parts and get them all mounted up, and then we'll be through with the Mercury Marquis front end. Then we're gonna start cleaning up the back and taking the 9" out and put our 8.8 in, and then we're gonna drop everything back out, and then we're gonna clean up all the frames, sandblast it, paint it, and but that's where we at right now.
So yeah, we'll have to pull this. We'll pull this back out again.
Yeah, we're gonna take it back
and so we can go ahead and do the cleanup on the frame, and also sandblast it. I'm assuming we're gonna still sandblast.
Sandblast and we're gonna paint the frame, and what we're probably gonna do before we actually go to pulling this front end back out, we're probably gonna set our engine up and get our cross member on the back of the transmission all mounted up and cut and welded into place like it's supposed to be. And then once we set it back out, all that'll be completed. And once we do put our engine in, we won't have to do this up in underneath it with a cab on and all that stuff. So
Right.
We're gonna try to. And we possibly might even put the engine in before we actually set the cab on. We'll look at that.
That might be a good idea, wouldn't it? So we can run all our wiring and have everything.
Yeah, get all of our pipes and everything on, and
yeah,
we may do that and get all of our
exhaust. You say?
Yeah, get everything hooked up like it's supposed to be. Get our exhaust system on.
I think that's a good idea.
Maybe have all of our gas tank and everything on once we start putting it back to cab and front bed and all on. But yeah, that's what.
Well, I apologize to the viewers that I wasn't here able to be here yesterday to watch all this happen. Which even though it was a lot of beating around and adjusting, poor Daddy here, he had his hands full. Especially me not being here. Unfortunately, I'm not able to be here all the time. But as you can see, he's done a lot of work yesterday. And of course, this will come out. And then we'll definitely try to get it on video going back in so you can see how that's done. But anyway, he's done a good job. And we're going to, like he said, we're going to do a few more things here. Mount up some more hose, or drill some more hose for the, what was this again? The sway bars.
And yeah, we're going to have to mount our brackets that holds them up. And then get our plates and all cut here for our lower control arms and get them mounted and welded into place.
Yeah, and, the lower control. Where did you put those at?
No,
your lower control arm.
These is them.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, lower control arm brackets. We get all set into place.
Oh, that's right.
And the viewers may want to check the little boom I built out.
Yeah, Daddy built this right here on the back of this F-150. He's got it in the receiver down there. Let me see if I can get some good video on that.
It's pretty much, we rated this thing at about 500-pound lift, with right at a 60-inch boom on it. But it may pick up a little bit more than that.
We could.
It to where the front wheels was nearly off the ground, but on the F-150 four-wheel drive.
You can see he's got the cables tied back there in the back to keep the tension on. But yeah, I don't think you'd be buying this at Harbor Freight anytime soon.
This helps out on the old men about working on stuff,
Yeah, you got it. Definitely gonna have to. If you can't buy it, I guess you build it, right, Daddy?
That's right. If you can't buy it, you build it.
That's right. Anyway, good deal.
Down a little bit.
What's that?
Frame.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, we both of us laying on it.
Well, we don't want to knock it off.
Oh, yeah, you ain't gonna knock it off. Look at here.
Yeah.
It's up here on this, and then I got them under there too.
Okay. I just get a little bit of video of me taking this off right here. So you want this back bracket completely removed?
Right. Yeah, I don't want any brackets on it. We're going to use it. We'll keep them. If we need them, we'll go back with them. We'll clean them up and all and paint them, but they all bolted on. You're going to have one on this side got to be cut off. It's got a rivet in it. Yeah, that's good. I mean, we'll just use, you're going to use the impact over there to pull some of them bolts loose.
I'm gonna film you a while, okay then?
Yeah, I'm putting a center for the hose to drill the hose front sway bars on it. Okay. Some people call them sway bars. I call them stabilizer bars. It makes it stabilize the front end.
Right.
Gonna have that Gonna have that radio tuned suspension like the Crown Vics and the Mercury Marquis got, you know.
Right.
Not really, but let's take that gas tank out too. I'm just gonna step this up to a bigger boat to where we can get our boats in there. Hopefully. This will be okay.
Yeah, we already tightened the sway bars, right?
Yeah. Take these off right here and they'll be off. You can look at them.
Oh, unions.
Yeah.
The angle.
Gonna have to go with a shallow well, the deep wells. 6 points, just a little bit long. Get up that little red pry bar up there, little wheel.
Pry bar.
That red handle one up there, I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna show you right here just a second now what we got to do
All right, well, let's see it.
to make this work. All the other videos that you see out on the internet, they all doing the same thing I'm talking about here. You see how the hole's running at a 45?
Right.
What they're doing is they're cutting this loose right here. Take a cutoff wheel and cut this loose on that side and that side. And what you do, you rotate this right here to where this is running horizontal, right with the plate.
Right.
And that way once you mount it, if there's any adjustment, instead of it being on a 45 moving back and forwards, it'll just be on a horizontal back and forth. It'd be just about like this. See it move the front end?
Right.
That's what it is. This is where your adjustment on you, I guess, on the camber part of it. But yeah, you just turn it. You just turn it to roll it over. So that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
We'll cut it loose, and then once we get it cut loose, we'll show them exactly before we you know, put it back on what it's supposed to look like.
Okay.
Put this wheel here and this wheel, and then we're gonna clean it up. We're gonna rotate it. So
this is what everybody.
This is actually gonna be running vertical. I mean, not vertical, but horizontal right here with this. So that way your adjustment is this way instead of being at a 45. See, so that's what we're doing. Get in there. We turned it around, we're going to cut it off on the front. Give me a little hammer or something that'll take it a little bit. Make sure I'm getting close.
Okay.
Break it off. That little rascal didn't want to come off of it. Very close right there. Make some mark there. What we're going to clean up the paint off of it. Weld it back on.
Go ahead and tell me, where did you get that cutting wheel from?
I got that from Air Products in Tuscaloosa.
Air gas?
Air Gas, I guess, yeah.
That can't. Well, who makes that?
Radnor.
Radnor.
Rador or Radnor, whatever you call it.
Have you already used that cutting wheel or that grinding wheel? That's a grinding wheel, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm not. This is new.
We're gonna test this product out.
We're gonna have to see how them $9 grinding wheels do. I'm gonna weld. I'll weld on the back.
Right there, back first.
I'm just gonna tack it on the back now. Cool it down real quick, because you got that rubber in there. You don't want to mess it up.
That's gonna be.
Make sure you get the other side just like this, because see how short that is to that? See how long that is?
I see that. Right.
If
You're
you
trying
get
the
the
distance from the outside.
Right. You got to keep it. You got to keep that rotation right. Put it this back like you got it off.
Ain't much meat with clamping to right there.
Nah, just I got a little spot I'm gonna weld on this and around the corner though. goes to the front, see? Like that. Like that. There is a rivet right there, son. See it right here?
Yeah, I see it.
Right there?
Yeah.
That's going to have to be cut off or ground down before I put this on there. A little that big there. That's good. Right there. Right. Got old boy Smokey and the Bandit going around toting his daddy's hat. He looked so red.
That's about how worthless I am too, right there. That old booth for the Smoky bed. That's about how worthless I am. Good. All I'm good at for is grabbing twos and toting hats.
No. I heard that. Well, that's okay. That might be somebody says I won $1 million. Hey, you don't believe that, do you?
What's that?
Oh, I said you wouldn't believe that, would you? That I won no $1 million.
If you did, me and you'd be quitting this right now. We'd pay somebody else to do it. Now we wouldn't trust nobody else, would we?
I'm gonna have to grind right here because I ground this up, and I grind right here to.
All right. Somebody called me, and I think they was wanting to give me $1 million.
Well, get their name. We're gonna call them back. We definitely. Went the wrong way with it. You know you messed up.
Yeah.
Let's try this right here while you got it down like that. Let's see if we can get it on there like that. Probably gonna have to move that somewhere up. All right, let it go. Pry it down on it one more time. Let me get this nut on there. We'll get that baby tightened back up. This side right here is going to be okay, but if you'll notice the other side, you got a lot of frame turning.
I do see it. I thought you cut a lot of that out already.
Well, I didn't. I cut it out for the front up there.
Oh, the front. Yeah, yeah.
I ain't cut nothing out for the back yet. Does that look like it's flat to you right there where I've got it? Look at it. Does it look flat? Or does it look like it's turned crooked? I can loosen it.
It's pretty flat. I mean,
well, we can take the hammer.
If I had a level on it, I could tell you better. But I mean, yeah, just looking by the eye, I mean, it's flat. Okay. Unless you think it, you might have a better.
Looks like it might need to go up just.
See, you're at eye level with it. I'm not.
I'm gonna try to keep it pretty close to being flat. Okay, about right there. Okay, all right, let her go.
Looks like to me.
It looks flush.
It looks like to me you need to find and build something up here.
Yeah, see that plate they got. It goes on it. It's got a brace. It's coming off of this, and the plate goes in, and then you bolt it to that, and then you got a piece on it here and a piece up here. So what I'll do is I'll clean this up, and I'll put me a piece on the piece I'm gonna make for this. I'll put me a piece on the side to weld to this frame. And this piece will stay there, and then when you unbolt it, take it out. We got 3 bolts on this thing that holds it on. And the way them was on them others are tapped in. You just just screw them up in it. You know, you don't have no nuts on them.
Right.
And that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to tap that plate, and because we ain't gonna have no room for no nuts on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what we're gonna have to do.
Okay. What you got here?
That core support I was talking about. For the core support, look at the mount. Look how good it is, though.
I see that.
I
yeah,
mean,
those
it's in
that
excellent
bush.
shape.
Is that what that's your mount for the body that sits on?
This,
right?
yeah, this is one for the core support. It's gonna have the small boat in it.
Right.
The rest of them's gonna have the bigger boat, like a 1/2-inch boat.
So we're gonna try to repurpose that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about if I can find that other one. There's 2 of them side by side on each side. That's 4. That'd be enough to do the cowboy. Yeah, I'm thinking about unbolting them and see if we can get them out of there and see what they look like. You know, if we can replace them with them. It won't hurt to try. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the rear end off and onto this one. Put it onto this one because I'm pretty sure the rear end's the same as that one.
On this 2003? You saying 2000?
2003, yeah, I'm thinking that rear end there is going to be the same as that one down there. Same gear ratio. It's an overdrive transmission just like that one.
Right.
But I'm going to take this mount out right here. And you remember the one we throwed in the back, the mount, I'm going to cut it down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it work in here wherever it mounts. And I'm going to get us a new set of motor mounts and put on that motor down there temporary and just set it in here and get all this lined up perfect.
Right.
To where once we come out with that motor down there and set it in,
right,
it'll all mount up.
That's a good deal.
We're gonna put metal in there and weld it in on the front side.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
We're gonna double box it, called boxing it in.
Right. So right here, so point that out again. We're gonna come in.
Yeah, we're gonna come in here and we're gonna box the frame in and
with
it's
metal.
gonna double strengthen it. You know, because we cut some of this out right in here, but which, you know, it didn't. But we're gonna tie back in to here and come back and box this in, and we're gonna do that side over there like that too.
Right.
Well, you ain't letting it out, you fishing it out there.
Well, Daddy, I don't know if she'll be any good anymore, but I got it out.
Yeah, you got her. Get this one lower, you know.
Going to do this gas tank right here. Got the, hopefully I can PB blast it. And got my boat. Looks like to me I'm going to be in a world of hurt there. Ain't going to be able to use the impact because the angle. I'm going to want to use the impact. I see. Let's see if I can get this boat out. Got a hole right here. Yep, this tank's deteriorated, rusted. No good. All this rust. Yep. There it is.
Put that in a scrap pile.
What you about to do? Talk to us.
I'm fixing to put the other bracket, the lower control on.
Let's look at it. Where's it at?
Got it ready.
Right here. Let's look at your welding.
We done a rotation on it.
So this is the other side that we already seen the.
Yeah, we got Gorilla weld on it. It's ugly but strong.
But this is the passenger side.
Passenger side, lower control arm.
You seen the driver's side done, the full blown process now. And you said that, who was that on YouTube? Oh, Texas Know-How. Tell us how he did it.
Texas Know-How. He split this right here and rotated it inside without unwelling it. And he come back and said that that's not the way to do it. He said the easy way to do it is cut it loose and just rotate it. So, you know, a lot of people do it different ways.
Well, we thank Texas Know-How for kind of giving us a heads up.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good man. I mean, he's done a nice job on his front end. He put the Crown Vic under his, and then he's got everything, and he's got the frame ready. Hadn't seen no videos lately of him, but he's doing a good job too.
Oh yeah. You know it's about dinner time, don't you? And I'm in the union.
Yep.
So if we don't eat, I'm gonna file a grievance against you.
I hear you. Draw on down just a little further. All right. That's something, ain't it?
Yeah.
Box down fit it, huh? You know. See if that looks like that's level. Does that look level to you?
I might need to come a little more flatter downhill.
Towards the ground,
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. I'm going to tighten it up right there. That'll give us a place to get our pieces cut for it. All right, let it go. These pieces right here, this turn down is going to have to be trimmed off because it's hitting us right here.
Yeah, I see that. We got to get that.
We got to take and cut it at least from right here up to put our plate in there. Once we weld our plate, we'll beef it back up where it'll be strong.
Right.
But yeah. That's what we're going to have to do. We've got to do a little modifying to this one. So, it's the original cross member that come out of the Mercury Marquis. It's got the boat up on it. We either going to have to...
This came out of the 2003.
Yeah. We're going to have to use this. We're going to have to use part of this. And, or either we're going to have to cut it off and put some plates on it. And then take and... bolt them into the side here on the frame.
Right.
And this one here is bolting straight down. It's got one bolt on each side of it, bolting straight down in the bottom here.
The boat.
Yeah. Either we're gonna have to take the.
He's talking about right in here.
Yeah. It's got two bolts on each side of it. We're either gonna have to take this one right here and modify it and put part of that on it here for the mount the boat on to, and then move this back some wherever we need to, and drill another hole if we're gonna stay with this. And I don't know, you know, this one only on the old Ford, you know, 302, it only had one bolt going through the mount on the transmission mount.
Right.
But on this, you know, this overdrive transmission, it's got two bolts bolting at the end. We'll look at it and see. We may want to keep our original cross member, just back it up and weld us a plate right here on it with holes, 2 holes in it slided there for a transmission motor. And we could cut this out right here. We could actually take and cut that out and put it on there. I'll weld it onto that one, you know.
Right. That's where the transmission sits, right? I don't know.
Yeah, the transmission sits on it. And these cutouts right here is where your exhaust goes to.
Okay.
Yeah.
That thing had dual exhaust on it?
Oh, no, it had
out
single, but it's dual to where it passes that, the converters, and then it goes into one pipe.
Man, we need 2 grinders. Keep one set up for one and set up for
Well, I got another one. I just ain't found it yet. I had a grind rock on one and it's here somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine why you couldn't find nothing around here.
Grind rock on one.
I mean, it's all organized.
Unorganized.
I mean, it's all, well, I see it. It's real organized in here.
Once we get that cleaned up.
You're all into 5S, I can see.
Oh, yeah, you know I am.
All right, so we're getting ready to boat this lower control. He's going to do some cutting work. Now, this is important.
Well, not all the frames is like this now. Some of your frames, it's going on what year model you got. 67 to a 72 is probably going to be flat in here. But this 76 model is going to have, it's got this clearance there. Making me think it was for the exhaust on that side, but I don't know. But we're going to cut it out though. Pry bar, I guess.
Okay. Ooh, it's hot.
Yeah. Well, too, a lot of people think, well, you know, that's going to weaken it. But once we put that plate in there and weld it in, the flat plate, it's going to strengthen it back up.
Right.
So we probably may have to trim a little bit more. But we're bad close right there.
So that's a lock.
Yeah. Lock on top and then 9/16. I'm pretty good. They're coming out easy though, you know.
Well, I sprayed them earlier.
May not need these straps. We'll just keep them in.
I'll go look at it.
We put it up last night. Man. Dirty back there. Them shocks right there ought to be still in good shape with them coils on them because you can't really hurt the shock with the coils is helping them out.
Right.
I bet you right there you pay a high dollar for that.
What's that?
Them shocks like that. Might be so much tension on that thing. May have to take that bar and pry up on it right here just a little bit.
Okay.
That red handle bar. Put it right up and under the bottom of it and sort of pick up on it just a little bit. A little too much. Let up a little bit. Mash it all you. Alright, let's see if you can push it on that.
There it is.
I got some nut. Alright. There you go. There ain't a whole lot of weld on them shock towers. I say probably take these springs off and sandblast them separate and paint them.
Oh, so we are repurposing these springs here.
Huh?
These leaf springs.
Yeah, we're gonna use these. We're gonna use these leaf springs back on that 8.8. Hopefully, everything.
Well, we need to keep it level all the way around, unless you're going for that Carolina thing they do.
Carolina link.
Yeah, are you going to have to remove some of the springs to level it?
We'd have to do a lot of dropping to do the Carolina lean.
We're not worried about no Carolina lean. I'm saying unless that's what you were shooting for.
No.
Are you into that? What do you think about that Carolina lean? Tell everybody what's your opinion of it.
Some people like it, some don't. I'm just one of them that don't.
Oh, that's all you're going to say about it?
Yep.
Okay.
I ain't going to comment on it. A lot of fun.
Yep.
I'm having a lot of fun. Might ready to go find some cold tape.
A lot of work happened today. We got our old fuel line. We got one of the brake lines, fuel tank off in the back. Daddy, he's got the lower control arms. Those what do you call those? What would you say that part is that you cut off and welded back?
The brackets for the lower control arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what would you call that officially? The
That's just adjustment on it to adjust the camber on.
so that's for the front end.
Front end alignment. Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, we got to cut some plates and put up and underneath it, and then the plates are going to have to attach to the. We can attach them on the outside and the inside, and then make it stout. And that way it'll sort of strengthen all this back up here.
So
too.
we're going to have to build up and get this where it's going to be laying flat. There's going to be some kind of bracket or.
Yeah, it's just going to be a 3/16 plate of metal. It's going to be cut out like this,
Sure.
like it is, and we're gonna weld it. We're gonna bolt it to it, and it's got 3 bolts goes in.
Right.
And we're gonna bolt it back together. It's got four slots in it, but I don't remember taking but 3 bolts out of that thing.
Right.
But you know, me and you spoke about that to put them where you'd self-tap the plates.
Right.
But if we do that, we're gonna need to go with a 1/4-inch plate. That one don't bolt. It's just this one, and this one.
Right.
There wasn't 3 bolts in it.
Anyway, we've done quite a bit today, Daddy. Don't you agree?
Oh yeah.
At least we got the tank out. I'm good at handing twos and holding your hat.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, folks, that's the end of part 3. We hope you enjoyed that video. Please stay tuned because there'll be more, Lord's willing. Y'all have a blessed day.